Dear students, all of you good morning. This is Prakash BN, JTO from Fitter Department. Yesterday, we have been discussed about the gear drive and belt drives and the various forms of gears and the functions of each and every types of gears. That's why this in this class you have to go for learning one by one with the images. See this figure. This is the simple gear drive figure in which the spur gear, the driver spur gear has transmitted the power to the driven spur gear. That's why this one is gear drive. When the shafts are at two short distances, this type of gear drive is used. And then this is also a spur gear drive. Here also one driver gear and driven gear. See this one. This is the helical gear drive. Here the driver and driven are shown, but the teeth cut on the periphery of the wheel are at an angle, because this is the advantage of here in helical gear drive. The noise is very less and it catches smooth drive. And this one is herringbone gear. When those are delicate electronic goods in such a machines, we have adopted this type of gears, because here two helical gears are situated at one by one, because the acted load cannot be damages the helical gear, because the acted load is transmitted to the nearby gear. That's why this is called herringbone gear. And this one is bevel gear. When the power is transmitted to some an angle, in such a time we have go for bevel gears. The bevel gear is look like a cone shape. Here the teeth are cut around the head of the periphery of the cone, and here one is driver gear and other one is driven. And this is mitre gear. This is one type of the bevel gear, and as same as the bevel gear, here also the driver and driven gears are same in all respect, because in this situation the power is transmitted exactly 90 degree. This one, see this one. This is the rack and worm wheel mechanism. In this type the power is transmitted, the linear motion is transmitted to the rotary motion, because the worms are cut on the cut around the surface of the shaft, and this one acted as the driver, and worm wheel is functioned as driven wheel. That why it is called as worm and worm gear. See this one. This is rack and pinion gear. We have already seen in the lathe machine and drilling machine. Here the teeth are cut along with the rack, and linear motion is transmitted to the pinion. That's why the rotary motion can be transmitted into linear motion, and linear motion can be converted into rotary motion. This is the speciality of rack and pinion mechanism. See this one. This one is an hypoid gear. This is as same as the bevel gear, but the teeth cut on the head of the cone are in bevel shape and at an angle. That's why it gives a smooth running with less noise. That's why this is called hypoid gear. Hearing and seeing the all types of such a gears, we can ready to go for listening the purpose of gears. Here is one notes. Go through that. Gears are used to transmit torque or motion from the driving shaft to the driven shaft. That's why gears are used to change the velocity ratio, and gears are used to change the direction of rotation, and gears are used to get a positive drive. Here is the definitions for all types of gears. See this one, hypoid gear. The hypoid gears are used in automotive differential gearbox, and then this is the line diagram of the rack and pinion mechanisms adopted in the lathe machine. And this one is in this rack and pinion. The rack and pinion can change rotary into linear movement and vice versa. And this one is definition for worm shaft and worm gear. The worm shaft has a spiral teeth cut on the shaft, and the worm wheel is a special form of gear teeth cut to mesh with the worm shaft. And mitre gears. If two bevel gears are symmetrical to each other and transmit motion at right angles, such a gears may be called as mitre gears. And bevel gears. The bevel gears are shown in figure, are used to transmit motion between shaft at various angles to each other. The teeth profile may be straight or spiral. And helical gear. In a helical gear, the teeth are cut at an angle to the axis of rotation. It may be used to transmit power between two parallel shafts. Helical gears run more silently than the spur gear. That's why see once again the all figures. Here this one is the spur gear, this one is the spur gear drive, this one is helical gear, this one is herringbone gear, this one is bevel gear, this one is mitre gear, and this one is worm and worm wheel, this one is rack and pinion, this one is hypoid gear. Dear students, we are go thoroughly on the practicing the diagram shown here, and you can take on the notes from this one and go for practicing. Thank you students. Goodbye.